I play Robert Lyon, the art history professor who is hired by the group of Pitmen to teach them art appreciation. So my character comes from a very different background from any of the others. He comes from a more privileged, more elite, more educated sort of background, and coming into the Pitmen environment, it's obviously very strange for him, but he really finds the work very rewarding, and he thinks that there's a lot that can be brought out from the Pitmen, and that they have a lot more to say than maybe society would expect. There's a speech that I do in the second act where it's the public presentation of the Pitmen's work, and he says quite clearly that he believes society is wrong to think that the art world should be the exclusive domain, is the line, should be the domain of those people who are maybe more elite, more privileged, who actually have more access to the art world. And he says quite clearly that he doesn't think that's right, that there's a whole class of people who are disenfranchised from it. So that speech, I think, says quite clearly something that is very important. It's a very moving play. It's funny in parts and it's serious in parts, but it's a very moving play because it's very honest.
The part that I play in the Pitmen Painters is a dental mechanic called Harry. He's part of these group that meet up after work and decide to learn more about the world. They didn't have much of an education, they all went straight into jobs pretty much at about the age of 11 or 12. Harry came up and started work as a dental mechanic because he'd been gassed in World War I, so he couldn't go into the mines. As an actor, one of the favourite part for me is pretty much for any performance is the rehearsal. I love going through the rehearsal, mainly because during rehearsal the character tends to develop. You have an idea at the start what's going to happen, and then you feed off the other actors who bring whatever they bring to their roles. Once that starts, it starts to feed your character, it motivates your character, it gives purpose to where your character's going to move, the mannerisms they're going to have, how they're going to react. You get clues from the script about who they are. I love that process. As a favourite line, there isn't anything specific. I do have a nice monologue, but a line I often quote, mainly to test out the accent that we have to do, this Newcastle accent, is one that goes, "Laughing things up. If one less things out the book, this will be the end of my Monday night altogether." It kind of encompasses the entire Newcastle accent. If I was to describe this play in one word, community.